With a population of over 600 deer, the head of the harbor is planning to use the immunocontraceptive PZP as a form of birth control for the deer. Officials plan to cut their deer population down by roughly 30 to 45% within the coming years, currently waiting on approval from the Humane Society.
It is an issue for our village. It was brought to our attention by residents that they were seeing more and more deer. They were interacting with more and more deer. This is old country, winding roads, narrow, where a deer can just appear out of nowhere.
Still, Mayor Dalgard and officials are hopeful the PZP will eliminate rising numbers, preventing less damage to the community. Currently under review, PZP is not yet approved by the EPA. Any use of it has to be done by study. Organizations must qualify and prove to have an issue that needs to be solved in their community. The deer are darted with the tranquilizer and then injected with the vaccine, preventing the does from fawning. BB and GG Farm Stand and Nursery has been dealing with the deer problem firsthand.
They're devastating our crops now, and it's our livelihood. It's putting a dent in our pocketbook, so we have to try to do something to prevent the damage.
With the newly installed deer fence around the nursery, the owners still aren't optimistic about the impacts it will have.
There's really no such thing as deer resistant. If they're hungry enough and there's nothing else for them to eat, I see them eat hollies which have thorns on them, and they eat them. So there's really not much that they don't eat. So hopefully we can do something to get it in checks and balances.
Signing on board, Avalon Park and Preserve, located at the head of the harbor, has kick-started efforts to move forward with the PZP.
I knew I didn't want to go a cull route or hunting route, and that's when I started investigating the immunocontraception.
The park will be hearing back in 2 weeks from the Humane Society to produce a study question in order to receive the rights to the PZP.
The question is, what is the study problem that the Humane Society is going to look to try and have answered here? I hope that it will address the increasing numbers in the deer population, but eliminate any sort of lethal methods of control, which a lot of the village population is opposed to, probably for a number of reasons.
High costs of birth control ranging from $500 to $1,000 is concerning to the taxpayers.
It's very expensive, so I don't know how successful it's going to be, and I don't know really what the answer is.
Avalon Park plans to eliminate the high costs for the public.
We've offered to put up a grant in order to cover a substantial amount of the costs. We're hoping we can get some people in the village to donate, and we may put up an initial amount and then do a matching up above and beyond up to a certain amount.
If everything goes as planned by 2018, the head of the harbor could see a decrease in their deer population. For the Stony Brook News, I'm Taylor Alessi.